All right, in this video I'm going to write a quadratic equation in vertex form. So the question preface is they given the point -1, 3 and the vertex -2, 6. We're going to write the equation of the quadratic that goes through the points. So typically in these problems they won't tell you which form you're going to write your quadratic in. But there is a very, very big clue. They give you a point and they give you a vertex. Typically when they give you a vertex, that means they're signaling that they want you to write this in vertex form. Now remember, vertex form is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. That is vertex form. Now the goal of these is we don't really care what x and y are. We more want to know what a, h, and k are. Once we know those pieces, then we'll know and we'll have our quadratic equation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to take our vertex and we're going to plug it in. So it's good to know, the moving pieces on vertex form. You should know at this point that vertex form h and k are our vertex. So I'm going to rewrite and start filling in the pieces. So I'm going to have y equals, we still don't know what a is, so I'm going to leave that alone. But if I have a vertex of -2, 6, if I have a -2 here, we should know that I'm going to have the opposite x plus 2 on the inside squared plus k, and k in this case is just going to be 6. So even though it's -2, it's going to look like +2 there, and 6 is still going to remain 6. So I've used the vertex part of the information I'm given. So we have h and k covered. The only thing left to do is we got to figure out what a is. So we got h and k, we're still trying to find a. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that other piece of information the problem gives us. They give you that there's this point, -1, 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and let's plug it into this equation. When we plug it in, maybe we could solve for a. So again, -1 is going to be x, 3 is going to be y. So I'm going to have 3 equals a, -1 plus 2 squared plus 6. So all I did is plug in -1 and 3. I'm going to clean up this right side here before I start solving for a. So I still have 3 and that a. We have -1 plus 2, which is just going to be 1. And then I can do 1 squared. 1 squared is 1. 1 times a is just going to be 1a. So I have 1a plus 6. So all I'm doing is simplifying this right side. Now that I'm ready to solve for a, and I've cleaned this up a little bit, we'd like to get a all alone. So I'm going to subtract 6. That's going to give you -3 equals 1a. So that tells us that a is going to be -3. That is not the answer to our problem, because remember we want to come up with a quadratic equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this a and I'm going to fill it in, because that was the last missing piece we needed. So our answer here is going to be y equals a is -3, x plus 2 squared plus 6. So we found out what a, h, and k were, and we leave x and y alone. That would be a quadratic equation that has the vertex -2, 6, and that point -1, 3.